Good morning. We're Cozy Camping, Melanie and
Brian.
And we did some renovations on our camper. We would like to show you some of the work we've already done.
So right here, when we bought the camper, I didn't notice this as I was walking around with the previous owner. If I would have saw that, I probably wouldn't have bought it, but I was able to fix it regardless. So this was all peeled apart right here. It was literally separated from the bottom part and this part. So my cousin said to me, why don't you drive some screws in there, Brian, and see if you can retighten it up. So that's what I did. So I took the screws and then I said, wait a minute, that's probably not going to be enough. Water can get through screws. So I took some clear silicone and along the screws, I filled in all of that area with clear silicone. And then I bought some, whatchamacallit tape, I can't remember the name of it, for the roof and stuff. And I put it on top. It's a lap sealing tape. And I think I'm golden. And then I took the clear silicone again and Autobond bond tape or something. And then I filled in the seam right here with the silicone. And then I went all the way up the edge up here and back down this edge and the same on that corner to make sure that my wife and I didn't have any more leaks. We never want to deal with water damage again. And then on the roof, we did a whole new rubber coating. And it came out awesome. My brother had recommended it to me. I was going to rip the whole roof off, but once I realized how much of a big job it is, he was right. And I put 3 layers of rubber coating on the top, and it came out beautiful. Someday we'll do a video on that to show you guys what it looks like up there.
Now, right here is what the bottom of the seam looked like on the other side, so you have an idea of what it looked like in a sense.
So this part and this part was separated. So I drove screws, 1.25 screws right across and tightened it all up on that side. And then of course I did the bead like I did of clear silicone, and then I put the lap sealing tape on top of that. So, but this over here didn't have any problems, so I figured I just fill in the thing with clear silicone, and I went all the way up and all the way down, because like I said before, I didn't want me and my wife to have to deal with this again. And then in here, so what I did in here is we tore apart the bed. There was a whole bed right here, but it wasn't working properly because that wall, because of that front area where the water was pooling in from, it was all coming down and destroyed that whole wall. And then it got some of the wall behind me. So that's why I took off the wallpaper to make sure this wall was okay, and I just had to spray the bottom with bleach. So everything is fine. Then I fixed the side there, I re-insulated it, as you can see. I'm also going to start, once I get all my electrical done, I'm going to stuff some fiberglass down inside there so my wife and I don't get a draft at night when we're sleeping if it gets cold out. Now over here, where the water tank is, this was our kitchen table. It had 2 seats and the kitchen table. That's all gone because the water pooled down. What we're going to do is we're going to build a counter here. It's going to come out over here as far as the water tank, and then it's going to curve back in and go this way and come out probably about 32 inches. And there'll be a bump out over there. This is going to be a multi-use countertop. It's going to have a televator come up right here with my home TV on it. Over here, there's going to be pots and pan drawers because they're deep. I'm going to have secret hiding places up here along with our utensils for like knives and forks and stuff. And then over here at the bottom, this is my ultimate vision, there's going to be 2 long drawers behind the TV. And that's going to be for storage and pots and pans and whatnot, you know, Tupperware, whatever my wife sees fit. Because I'm also going to be building stuff over there too, storage. Now in the back of the camper, over here, we had bunk beds. Obviously, those are all torn out. This is going to get a raised floor about 16 to 18 inches up. And we're going to put our lithium batteries under there. because that's going to eventually, we're going to have total solar on the roof, at least 1,600 watts of power eventually. So by raising up the floor over here, I can put our lithium batteries underneath there, and then all the controllers can go on that wall. And then I'm going to build my wife over here some shelves so she has more storage and whatnot. She's got books and canned goods and stuff like that that we're going to put on this wall. And then probably on these two walls I'll figure something out as well. So that's the ultimate plan there. This year, the main objective this summer, spring, summer, and fall, is to make sure the bed frame is done so we can camp again. Try to get this countertop going so we have a countertop. I don't know if it'll be done by the end of this year. There's a lot of work right here. And then that back there will probably be the following year for sure. Because there's a lot of work back there, and I don't know how big the lithium batteries are. So I can't build the floor without knowing how big my batteries are going to be. You know, I don't want to make it 14 inches and my batteries are 16 inches. That defeats the purpose. So I got to buy the batteries first, measure it out, so I make sure that I build the floor above those batteries. And yeah, so thank you for tuning into our channel. Please subscribe and like. And pass it along. We're going to be doing a lot of videos. We got a trip coming in August, and we're going to be filming some stuff on that. And by then the bed will be made so we can show you how far along we got. We'll be doing individual videos of every stage of the game. All right. So thank you. God bless, and have a good one.